Hello everyone, welcome back to Lost in Visuals. Today we're diving into one of the funniest and most charming movies of the year, Hitman. This film stars Glen Powell and is directed by Richard Linklater. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Let's get into it. Hitman is a blend of comedy, romance, and a bit of action, making it a delightful watch. Glen Powell, who you might recognize from Top Gun: Maverick, absolutely shines in this movie. He plays Gary Johnson, a philosophy professor who ends up pretending to be a hitman for the police. Gary starts as a humble, kind of nerdy professor. He lives a pretty uneventful life, driving a Honda Civic, feeding his pets Ego and Adid, and eating cereal for dinner. But everything changes when he's pulled into a sting operation and has to act as a hitman. The story is loosely based on a real-life guy named Gary Johnson, who did undercover work for the Houston Police Department. In the movie, Gary is a mild-mannered philosophy professor in New Orleans. He has a side gig doing tech work for the police, but one day he gets pulled into pretending to be a hitman in a sting operation. And guess what? He realizes he loves playing the role. The transformation scenes are pure magic. Gary becomes Ron, a slick, confident hitman. Powell's performance here is just incredible. He switches between different hitman personas, from a Christian Bale lookalike in American Psycho to a British sociopath reminiscent of Tilda Swinton. It's hilarious and impressive at the same time. The movie really kicks into high gear when Gary as Ron meets Madison, played by Adria Arjona. She's a housewife who wants to hire him to kill her abusive husband. Their chemistry is off the charts, making every scene they're in together sizzle. Madison is practically glowing on screen, and her dynamic with Powell is electric. Their relationship is complicated and built on lies, but it's incredibly sexy and engaging. You find yourself rooting for them even though they're navigating a web of deception. What makes Hitman stand out is its perfect mix of humor and deeper themes. While it's laugh-out-loud funny, it also explores the idea of self-identity and change. Gary, who's stuck in his routine, discovers new sides of himself through his hitman personas. It's like a coming-of-age story for adults. Gary teaches his students about the nature of the self, questioning whether our identities are fixed or can change. This theme runs through the movie, making it more than just a light comedy. It's thought-provoking without being heavy-handed. He lives alone with his two cats named Ide and Ego, and a large collection of plants. His students make fun of him for driving a Honda Civic, and he eats cereal for dinner. Gary is perfectly content with his life, or at least he thinks he is. But it slowly becomes clear the simplicity is less choice and more comfort zone. He's lost himself somewhere along the way. Richard Linklater, known for his movies like Dazed and Confused and the Before trilogy, brings his signature touch to Hitman. The film feels fresh and confident, with a relaxed vibe that makes it a joy to watch. It's clear that everyone involved had a blast making this movie, and that energy is contagious. Linklater's films have always been concerned with how we find our place in the world. In Hitman, Powell can transform so readily that answer seems to be wherever we like. The director's light touch and nuanced storytelling make this film radiant and loose, a kind of movie that's both fun to watch and surprisingly deep. If you get the chance, watch Hitman in a theater for the full experience. But even if you're streaming it at home, gather some friends, make some popcorn, and get ready for a fantastic time. It's romantic, hilarious, and surprisingly deep. And here's a reminder, Hitman will be available to stream on Netflix starting June 7th, so mark your calendars. That's it for today's review. If you've seen Hitman, let me know what you thought in the comments below. And if you haven't, what are you waiting for? Hit that like button, subscribe for more reviews, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.